All right, this is fascinating stuff. Dr. Anthony Youn, a Beaumont plastic surgeon, making time for us on the couch. Thanks for being here, Doctor.
Thanks for having me.
A couple of weird trends that we want to talk to you about because it's somewhat unbelievable what people will do to their bodies, right?
Yeah, I mean, plastic surgery is definitely getting more and more bizarre as time goes on, and there are some just absolutely strange things that people are doing today.
Okay, so first let's talk, you brought us in a bagel, which actually looks pretty tasty at this point, but there is a trend in Japan that is called, so visualize my head like this. Now we should show the picture of the trend that's happening in Japan. And had you heard of this before, this bagel face? There it is.
I have not. Now this is one that's strange to me, and it's a bagel face where people actually inject 400 cc's of saline into the forehead, and it creates a huge welt, and then the doctor actually presses his thumb into it. Oh. Let me wipe that off. Actually presses his thumb into it to create an indentation in the middle of the forehead, and it lasts maybe a day or two, several hours. And
it
just
gives me the creeps to look at it. When you talk about, 400 cc's of saline, and you actually brought that amount with, this is a lot.
Yes, so this is 400 cc's of saline. Can you imagine taking a needle like this, plunging it into somebody's forehead, and injecting all of this? That's what they actually do.
And any idea why? Is it a cultural thing? What's the point?
There is this trend in younger people it's not mutilation, but to change their bodies in these extreme ways. There are people who are forking their tongues to make them look like they're medieval, type of people. There are people who are having placement of little horns and almost like Frankenstein's little bolts, on his neck and things like that. These typically aren't real doctors. You're not going to see real plastic surgeons doing this.
You can't get that done at Beaumont?
No, you can't. I don't think so, at least.
Okay, what are the risks with this stuff, though?
Okay, so the first risk of bagel face is that you can get bleeding, you can get an infection. Worst case scenario, you keep bagel facing yourself, and you could get droopy skin of your forehead that falls over your eyes. So it's something I definitely don't recommend people thinking about doing.
In fact, if you're going to do anything of that nature, you do need to see, we always preach this, but we'll just throw it out one more time, a board-certified plastic surgeon. You need to do your homework where you have anybody doing anything to your body, right?
Exactly. And once again, plastic surgeons typically aren't doing these weird procedures, but there are these body modification experts who do it. They don't even use anesthesia. So it's the old style, you drink a little whiskey, you bite on a bullet, and they do these procedures.
And that's happening in this country. We're not just talking about in other parts of the world. It
is, definitely. It's typically younger people. It's this kind of underground surgery scene.
All right, let's talk about Simon Cowell, because I had never heard of this. Maybe, have you heard of the sheep placenta facial?
Yes, so celebrities are the first people that jump on these bizarre bandwagons.
Yes.
So the story is that Simon Cowell reportedly is getting these sheep placenta facials. Placenta's been used for years and years and years, millions of years probably. People have been using placenta for various uses.
For what? What are they using it for? Because I had some perfectly good placenta and I had 3 kids. I should have hung on to it.
People do unusual things with their placentas, but the idea is there are growth factors in it. Some people believe it can make your skin better. But this isn't the weirdest of all. There is a story that Tom Cruise at one point supposedly used bird poo facials for his face.
Oh, come on.
Kate Middleton, bee venom. So the celebrities are the first ones because they really want to look good and they jump on the bandwagon.
Well, and Simon Cowell has been very frank with his use of Botox. He says it's like toothpaste or something to him.
Yes.
He loves the Botox. Is there any proof that placenta does anything to your skin? I mean, what do we know?
There isn't. No, what we know is very basic. The people who promote this, and there are a lot of placenta creams actually out there. Some of them supposedly are human-based.
Okay.
The idea is they have antioxidants, they have growth factors in them, and they have even vitamin E and a lot of other things that can supposedly improve the skin. In reality, it's probably the moisturizer in these sheep placental facials and the creams that probably do more than anything.
All right, is there, before I let you go, Dr. Youn, first of all, what's hot right now in plastic surgery? Is there anything you're seeing a lot of?
The big thing right now are minimally invasive procedures. So losing fat without actual surgery. So there are
how do we do
number of devices that will either freeze the fat or they use ultrasound to take the fat down. That's huge right now.
It's working?
It's not like real liposuction, so you're not going to get the same results, and it's expensive. So make sure if you're going to have these types of procedures, your viewers, do your homework, because it's not like regular lipo. The results are definitely not nearly as impressive.
The results kind of vary.
They do, and it takes typically several months to see them.
Yeah. That does sound good. Lose the fat by not doing an ounce of exercise.
Who doesn't want to lose fat without working out or dieting?
Dr. Youn, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Dina.
It was
Appreciate
good to see you.
Yeah, it's always nice to come down.
Dr. Anthony Youn, board-certified plastic surgeon from Beaumont Hospital. All right, next time you come back, we got to do a little something, a little facial or something,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we'll think of some
little
cool
freshen
things.
up.
Yeah, maybe some little tips and tricks.
All right, good. Jason?